Hello students of DHS, welcome back to DHNN.
On today's episode, we'll take a look at the interviews wishing the seniors farewell,
as well as highlights from the college signups.
Lunch, weather, news, and much more.
DHNN starts right now. Welcome back to DHNN.
We're your hosts. I'm Austin.
And I'm Aaron.
Before we talk about this week's story, let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Breaking news.
Let's check this week's announcements.
Good morning, Dartmouth High School. You can support the class of 2028 by participating in our Spring Clean Fund Drive. We will be collecting everything from gently used clothing, shoes, and accessories, small household goods, and books. Just place your items in a bag and bring them to school. Donations can be dropped off with Miss Moniz and will be accepted through May 23rd. Every bag makes a difference, and it's a great way to refresh your closet for spring. Thank you for your support.
All it takes to change someone's day is a few kind words. Things will get better even if it doesn't seem like it will just yet. Pay it forward. Pay kindness forwards.
The weather is getting warmer.
Let's take a look at the weather forecast for this week.
DHNN weather. Here's your forecast for this week. Monday, May 25th is going to be high of 62 showers. Tuesday, May 26th is going to be high of 68 showers. And here's your forecast for the rest of the week. Wednesday is going to be high of 73, low 59, partly cloudy. Thursday will be high of 74, low 58, partly cloudy. Friday will be high of 73, low 58 p.m. showers. Saturday will be high of 73, low 59, mostly cloudy. And Sunday will be high of 74, low 58, partly cloudy. But before the video ends, I do want to make a tiny speech, and that is that I will not be doing any more videos on this channel. So this was my last video I'll be part of making on this channel. You won't see any more videos from me that I'll get to be a part of making. But I do want to say that this was a lot of fun to do throughout my high school senior year. There were tons of interviews, tons of funny moments, tons of funny interviews for the DHNN news and stuff, and it was a lot of fun. It was a pretty awesome high school senior year, and doing this was one of the best experiences, and doing the interviews as well, because I got to interview a lot of my friends. And yeah, high school senior year was really awesome. And while I'm going to be moving on to bigger and better things, this is definitely something I'll miss doing, because this was one of the best part of my high school experience. And obviously all the other stuff too, like the football games and hockey games. It was one of the best experiences of my life. And yeah, I was super glad to be able to do this, and I do have to give a huge thanks to Mr. Prati for allowing me to be part of making this, because without him I don't think I would have been able to be part of making this, because it was his idea to make this possible, and I'm super glad he did, because this was one of the best things I've done throughout my high school senior year. And that's all my videos for this channel. You are welcome for every single video I was part of making, and that's it. Bye, everybody.
We made a farewell video for the class of 2026. Here are the interviews.
Hi, I'm here with
Chris.
What's your favorite memory of your school year?
Making friends and talking about Mario all the time.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm here with.
Fabio. Andrew.
Reese.
And what were your favorite things about this school year?
My favorite thing about the school year had to be all of the teachers I had supporting me on my 4 years being here.
I say, all the memories made and all the experience we had to have this year as seniors.
My friends.
Hi, I'm here with.
Krishina.
And what was your favorite memory about this school year?
I would definitely say pep rally and being with all my friends every day.
Awesome. Thanks. Hi, I'm here with.
Landon.
And what was your favorite memory about this school year?
I think it was going to the mansions for the art classes.
Okay, awesome. Hi, I'm here with.
Desmond Waite.
And what was your favorite thing about this school year?
I would say, the people I met, the friends I made along the way, just hanging out with people. That was probably it.
All right,
Hi,
I'm here with.
Aaron.
And what was your favorite memory about this school year?
Honestly, my favorite memory is that I kind of got out of my comfort zone this year, made a lot of friends, and this has just been my happiest year here.
All right, awesome. Hi, I'm here with.
Marissa Pacheco.
And what was your favorite part of the school year?
My favorite part of the school year was meeting new friends.
All right, awesome. Hi, I'm here with.
Brady Boparlin.
And what was your favorite part about your senior year?
Honestly, just building better friendships, probably playing sports with the kids I've been growing up with my whole life. And the biggest thing that I learned is you can't take it for granted. It does go by so fast, and it's the quickest 4 years of your life. So I would just say getting closer with everyone has been my favorite part.
All right, thanks. Hi, I'm here with.
Brian Wee.
And what was your favorite part of the school year?
One of them was definitely Senior Sunrise.
Okay, awesome. Hi, I'm here with.
Evan Sargent.
And what was your favorite part of the school year?
About last week when the sailing team qualified for nationals.
All right, thanks.
Okay, now we're gonna go into A9 to see Mr. Martin. Can you describe a moment where a smile has impacted your day?
I get impacted in the morning when I see my students come down the hallway and they give me a smile and they say hi to me, and that really is why I'm here and what I'm doing for students at Dartmouth High School. And it really impacts me that I make a difference in the high school students' lives, and it's really cool.
How does smiling impact someone's mindset?
It can make them more positive, just a positive mindset. It makes them happier throughout the day, obviously.
Okay, thank you.
Is this?
College signing day was recently held. Let's take a look at the footage.
And watching how she positively influenced everyone's lives made me realize that I want to do the same for others someday. So thank you, Miss Seamus.
Hi, I'm Ella, and I chose to dedicate my signing to Stonehill College to my amazing speech therapist, Mrs. Sorensen and Mrs. Raposo. Growing up, I had a speech and language delay, which eventually put me in speech therapy. Even when the sounds and the languages got difficult, they would always push me to never give up. And to this day, I still keep that mentality. With lots of practice, I was able to graduate from speech therapy and express myself with my voice, and they're the reason that I chose this path. And one day, I hope to help children to be able to communicate and share themselves with others, just like they did for me, and I hope I can be just as good a speech therapist as they are. So thank you, guys.
Hi, I'm Gianna, and I chose Miss Kristen Johnson. I came to Dartmouth from a small private school. I had been struggling to find my people and find my place. That's when I met Miss Johnson. Unfortunately, I've never had Miss Johnson as a teacher, but I've had the pleasure of having her as my advisor for the past 4 years. Johnson's pure heart and kindness made my time at Dartmouth all the more enjoyable. Her classroom environment and involvement in my life has inspired me to choose a field in psychology with a concentration in special needs diagnostics. Johnson has been a guiding light through my entire high school career, and there are not enough words to describe how thankful I am for her and how much I'm going to miss her.
Hi, my name is Abby. My 5th grade teacher, Mrs. Vosi, inspired me to work with children because of her dedication towards her students. She always greeted everyone with a bright smile and maintained a positive attitude. In the future, I hope to make an impact on one of my students like she did with me.
Hi, I'm Callie. I chose my first grade teacher, Mrs. Veloso, because she was caring and a kind teacher and always welcomed everyone with open arms. She inspired me to become a teacher because she showed me what it was like to care for others and treat everyone the same. She was the best teacher I have ever had and inspired me to become like her.
Hi, I'm Paige. I picked Mrs. Vieira and Mrs. Saunders and Mrs. DeVrias. I picked Mrs. Vieira because not only did she better my academic skills with algebra, she also made me a more positive person and being an amazing advisor for Sunshine Club, whether it was watching motivational videos in class or just talking about anything in general like country music. She always made the classroom very welcoming and very like a positive place to be. Mrs. Saunders and Mrs. DeVrias, they gave me a in-classroom experience throughout internship showing different behavioral techniques to work around, being so passionate and caring to the students and being amazing role models for me, making me be sure that I want to be a teacher like them.
Hi, I'm Phoebe, and I chose Mrs. Markey. As a youth sailing instructor for the past 2 years, I knew I wanted to work with kids somehow in my life. This year, interning with Mrs. Markey at DeMello Elementary School, I realized that I had a passion for teaching. Mrs. Markey is kind, patient, and cares so deeply about her students. Being in a classroom environment and Miss Markey giving me the ability to interact with and play a student-teacher role is what made me sure of what I wanted to do in my future.
Mrs. Texera because she truly has been the most amazing mentor to learn from. Watching her and how great she is with her kids, whether it was just if they needed a hug or needed help, she was always there. Mrs. Texera has taught me so much over the past 7 months, even if it was just websites that I could use to help me in college or giving me good insight on how she makes her lessons. She has shown me so much guidance and support, providing advice, encouragement, and always there to listen. I truly am so thankful to have had her to learn from now and 13 years ago.
Hi, I'm Marissa. One of the many teachers who have inspired me is Mrs. Weinert. And computer science, a computer science teacher here who I've had the pleasure of personally having for both programming and game development and cybersecurity. I've told her as many times as possible that she is inspiring in so many ways to me. She has clear passion for what she's teaching every day, and it makes me passionate to learn whatever she has to share. I would love to be that person for my future students, to make them excited about coming into school and to remember the knowledge I have to offer for years to come.
My name is Katie, and the teacher I chose was my 5th grade teacher, Ms. Vosi. Ever since I was little, I knew I wanted to go into education because of her teaching for math and English and everything that she's done. She made teaching and learning very fun for me, especially for math. It used to make me excited to go home and do my homework, which is something I've never done again. So her kind teaching and everything she did for us, especially the last raffle when she was leaving, it was very emotional. And I knew since that moment that I've always wanted to become an educator and educate other children just like her.
My name is Tatiana, and the teacher I've chosen to dedicate this to is Mrs. Littlehale, my elementary school music teacher. Even though she was teaching music, she taught us to have true passion and to work hard for what we're passionate about.
Hi, I'm Kaylin. I chose KP as my inspiration because she taught me the importance of showing up for your students. She taught me that patience and kindness means more than the outcome of grades. She became more than just a teacher to me. She became someone I could rely on no matter what. Watching her constant positivity and acceptance of her students made me want to hopefully create the same environment for my kids one day.
Hi, my name is Valerie, and I chose Mr. Lima. I've known him since I was a freshman, as he has been my advisory teacher for 4 years now. And since then, he showed me the kindness that welcomed any high schooler that he encounters. Lima never failed to make our class laugh or cheer us up, especially during AP Lit when most of us were confused while reading a poem that sounded like a riddle. His selflessness and leadership has inspired me to not only become a better person, but to share this kindness out to those that I will teach in the future.
Hi, I'm Jill, and I chose Miss Lassie as my inspiration. I've known I wanted to be a teacher since I was 3, but I never exactly knew why. That was until I came to Dartmouth High and had Miss Lassie, or Jassy as we call her, as my volleyball coach. Although I never had her as a teacher, she opened her door to me and made it feel like I was. Jassy's kindness made me realize that I want to create the same environment for future generations of students, and that's why I want to be a teacher.
Sometimes, things just don't go your way. And they might bring you down, but some people don't know how much small acts of kindness can brighten your whole day. Even something as simple as writing a note of encouragement can have a big impact on others.
Remember, your actions always affect others. So choose to be kind.
Who's hungry?
If you are,
It's time for
the lunch show.
Monday, May 25th, Memorial Day, no school. Tuesday, May 26th, chicken and cheese quesadilla. Wednesday, May 27th, pasta with meatballs and marinara. Thursday, May 28th, barbecue pulled pork sandwich. And Friday, May 29th, orange chicken.
Unfortunately, we have reached the end of this week's episode.
But don't worry, we'll have an awesome DHNN episode next week showing bloopers from this year's DHNN.
Make sure to subscribe to DHS TV Media and hit that notification bell to get notified by our latest uploads. I'm Austin.
And I'm Aaron.
Join us next time on Dartmouth High's new show,
DHNN.